So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year. What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed. What if he decides to come back here?
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Sir, what are you doing?
I'm telling you, it was him. Like, right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
You're really weird, you know that?
Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today. Please welcome Art the Clown.
And today we watched Terrifier 2.
Starring everybody's favorite clown.
He's my new favorite clown. He's been my favorite clown for a few years now.
Honestly, the only reason to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So why did we watch this movie?
Well, Chad was on Reddit and someone said Terrifier 2 and Chad went, oh, Terrifier 2.
I saw Terrifier 1 a while ago when it came out.
And then you made me watch it.
And we did a review on it.
And
find it in our thing.
What was my opinion on Terrifier 1?
You said David Howard Thornton was amazing.
Yeah.
They should have held back a little bit on the stabbing and all that. You know, less is more.
Yep. Brevity is the soul of wit.
The acting was bad besides for David, which it's a
obvious.
very low budget movie. You got to give
But
him.
like, yo, what a score.
Yeah.
You managed to get David. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. He could be the next Anthony Serkis.
I think he's going to be the next Freddy of
Oh,
horror.
yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know. No, Freddy sucks. He's all
but
joke.
he's popularity wise.
I would put Jason above Freddy a billion times.
I would too, but popularity wise,
then you're underselling him. I think he could be the next Jason. Jason doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
Jason walks
But I feel
around
like more
spooky.
people like Freddy. Nah.
No, I think more people like Jason.
Yeah.
He could be the next Michael Myers. Well, Michael Myers is a little lamer because all his movies suck. But there's like 5 good Friday the 13th, you know?
5 stretching it.
There's 2 good Halloweens, the first one and the remake.
There's 1 good Nightmare. I will hold myself.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors is
rad. It's cool.
Dream Warriors did the thing where like you made Freddy a bitch.
Yeah, but that was cool though, because the whole thing is he has power over you in your dreams. Then you go, you know what? Fuck you, know these are my dreams. You know that's cool. It's a cool concept. This one had some pretty bad concepts. Terrifier 2, it came out in 1923, about 100 years ago, according to Chad. It was directed by Damien Leone. He directed and wrote the first and the short, right?
Yeah, and he does the makeup. He helps with the makeup and all that.
Yeah, they had a different makeup lady. I'm forgetting her name. We just watched the credits and I'm already spacing out and it's not here.
Yeah, it's fine. She's awesome. I'll try to find an upload in
the budget was $250,000.
Which as of
Which
the
is
other
about
day, they made about 8 million.
7.9. No,
it's at 8 million.
I know.
But holy shit, it's one of the highest grossing horror movies
of all time.
Like limited release,
yeah,
obviously,
wow.
because like fucking Conjuring and shit.
Yeah.
And Paranormal Activity.
Blair Witch.
Paranormal, I think, was cheaper.
Than Blair Witch? Blair Witch was just a fucking handicap.
Pretty sure it's around the same, maybe cheaper.
I didn't like Paranormal, but I loved Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, hooray for indie filmmaking. You know?
And this movie perfectly shows, hey, guess what you don't need? CGI.
You don't need $1 billion budget.
Yeah.
What was that shitty movie we watched? We were just like, this sucks. And it was like a $500 million budget or something like that. It was very recent. Or maybe that was something I watched on my own. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tangent.
Black Panther?
Yeah. Perfect. I can't wait for the second, dude. It's gonna be so fucking good. Dude, it's city.
But yeah, this movie picks up literally like right after the end of the first one. It's right after he wakes up in the morgue.
Yeah, and he leaves the morgue and he fucks the mortician up and he steals his eye.
The great eyeball scene.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, he
I
pulls the
liked
eye,
it.
puts it in his eye. He's like,
And he's like showing off and he like touches the bed. I liked all the art scenes were great.
yeah.
The rest of the movie was subpar.
If this movie came out in the 80s, it would be
No, this is a 90s. This is like a Ghost of Mars situation where it's like John Carpenter makes it. Fuck yeah. And you're so excited, and you go see it and you're like, well, I mean, it's John Carpenter.
No, you even said this. We were hyped.
This was better than the first, in my opinion.
Oh, a lot better.
Yeah.
It was a lot more like coherent with the plot and everything.
Yeah. Well, no, the first one's plot was bare bones. This one,
Yeah.
actually, that's what I don't like about this one is they tried to give it a plot. They tried to give it a story.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. I liked it better when Art was just some fucking guy killing people.
Yeah, I don't really mind him being, I guess he's a demon.
I just liked it. I thought he was supposed to be like the personification of fear. That's what I
Yeah.
thought he was supposed to be. But I
Which
guess
they could still do that with the demon, but I don't like the whole
hell sequence and
I just
attacking
think-
people in their dreams.
I just think he knocked her in a hole, and I think she has some sort of
hallucination.
I
Then
think
why
she-
did the sword get on fire?
no, but they say the father has and all that
that's
stuff.
Again, like,
That's when a horror movie goes too far. You're forgetting what you built in the first
got
movie.
you good. What got you there? What got you there was this fucking mime. This fucking traditional French, like what's the word I'm looking for?
How
No, Pagliacci.
allegory?
Like a Pagliacci,
Yeah.
like the traditional like 16th, 15th century clown who carries around a trash bag full of fucking rusty blunt instruments and kills you with them. And then you start adding demons and attacking people in their dreams. And
I don't know if he was attacking her.
yes, he was.
Yeah, the little girl. And
Yeah, the little girl
that little
character
fuck the little girl.
ruined the
I'm gonna
movie. Like
Having him see it was okay.
fine, but
But
having
having the brother and her see it,
because
it's a little far.
and the dad, and it's just like
I am so glad they didn't make him the dad.
I knew
Imagine
he
that.
wasn't going to be the dad, but I thought it was going to be like Gohan doing the one-handed Kamehameha and then Goku helping him. I thought that's what was going to happen.
Yeah,
Which it kind of it is what happened.
yeah.
It's kind of lame. It was cooler. It was cooler when he was just a scary, spooky, unkillable clown, like Friday. Just a scary fucking. What did they say in Friday? The second one, a clinical retard. Like, God, I love her. She did not age well. Don't look her up. No offense, lady. I'm sorry, but
No, but the plot of this movie is they have the scene with him pretty much waking up, killing the mortician, having a cool eyeball,
and then
scene.
getting to raid the morticians, fucking, and just
Yeah.
be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" Just
score, got acid, got
yeah,
fucking
putting shit in his
syringes, fucking what are those knife things called?
scalpels.
Scalpels, not X-Acto knives.
X-Acto knives are a little different. X-Acto knife is like a razor blade on a stick. A
Yeah.
scalpel is like designed to fit in your hand perfectly.
Yeah.
That bullshit. The
So that
best
was-
scalpels in the world are made out of obsidian, but one-time use. Because obsidian is the sharpest thing on the planet.
Really?
Yep.
The diamond.
No, strongest thing on the planet is diamond.
Hmm.
Obsidian is dragon glass. It comes from volcanoes. It's like super heated rock. It's super brittle, but it is the sharpest thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. Then they cut to a girl making her cosplay of her dad's art.
Yeah, she's a cosplay girlfriend.
Chris has a weird. I actually wouldn't say it's weird. He has a thing where if a father draws something or names their child after something they masturbate to, you should not relate it to your daughter.
Yeah,
Which isn't a weird thing. He goes on Kevin Smith about it all the time, naming his
he
daughter
named
Harley
his
Quinn.
daughter Harley Quinn.
And at some point he probably masturbated.
no,
to
he
Harley.
said in interviews he has,
That's gross.
and it's just like, yo, that's one of the many reasons I hate Kevin Smith. I do
Yeah.
not hate David Leone though.
No, but that I do like that outfit. If
Well,
it was
yeah,
like a
because
D&D. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's like circus level D&D. Like she's an angel girl. It's like, all right, whatever, dude.
It was so cool though. For the movie, it worked.
But like with D&D characters in my mind, less is more. Like
Yeah.
the least interesting your character is at the start, the more interesting they can become. If you start off as like a half angel demigod thing, like where do you go from there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like our characters started off as just two dudes, and then we wound up in a gay relationship. And
Fucking just destroying everything.
yeah, just being so powerful. Like I would just heal you, and you would walk forward and murder, and then we'd have a relationship fight. That was such a good campaign.
Fuck you, we're doing it again.
Yeah,
but in the movie, we find out the brother wants to dress up
as Art the Clown, and then they completely drop that plot point. I thought he was going to turn into the next Art, but whatever.
No, I like what they did because the sister, the main heroine,
character,
you would say,
our heroine, our girl boss,
she was all worried, telling the mother he's gonna fucking bring dead animals home, he's gonna be a murderer, do all this stuff. Yeah. But really, I just think he was interested in investigating and doing all this shit.
Well, it's like everyone
because he had the notebook.
Yeah,
we found out he had the father's notebook.
But we'll reveal that later. But like the main point is like the kid's interested in murder, and then he brings up the Nazis, and they instantly go to like, oh my god, he's gonna kill people, and it's like, or maybe he just likes history. You know, like, oh, maybe he's just likes.
I don't know. People need to learn about
because that's
the bad part of history.
That's what happened to me. You know, everyone thought I was going to be a school shooter because I liked reading about Hitler.
But we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to talk about that.
That's a podcast.
Later.
How about instead of reviewing the movie, we just talk about it?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's not tell people the plot. Fuck it. Watch it for yourself. It's a 2-hour-long horror movie. Enjoy the slog.
I would call it a horror epic up until the last 20 minutes. I will give it 20 minutes.
No, because the beginning I thought was a little weak.
No, because when I went to the bathroom, that was 20 minutes left. 26 minutes left, and it was still good. That was when it was getting to the main part where they should have ended it.
Yeah. Okay. But what I mean, okay, so the beginning's good. The laundromat scene is great. The morgue scene is great. The family scenes are fucking annoying. Hot mom is super hot.
I do like at the laundromat though. He goes to clean all the blood off his outfit.
Yeah,
he just puts it on.
Because what did I say? I was like, oh, he's starting off bloody. I like watching him slowly get bloody, and then he washes it, and I was like, oh,
I do like the hanger though. They had the funny little thing where he gets the hanger and pulls the zipper up.
And I'm sitting here going, like, as a man who's worn dresses before,
it's creative.
No, it's fucking genius. Because you don't have to go, hey, dude, can you zip me? Like, it's fucking genius. I can't believe I've never thought of that. Art the Clown did, though.
No, this dude kills it, man.
Yeah.
Especially remember the scene when he in the costume store, because
she brains the guy. That's so awesome.
She goes to the costume store to get new wings because she
was a retard and left candles.
She didn't leave candles.
No, I know. Art attacked her in her dream. Yeah, I know. Fucking stupid.
But it ends up causing a fire, and the wings she makes for her costume catch on fire, so she has to get new ones.
She listens to like the Stranger Things soundtrack. And
so she goes to the costume store with her friend, and guess who's there?
Art the fucking Clown.
And he's just being goofy. He's being Art.
He actually gives her bag.
Yeah, she forgets her bag downstairs because she gets so afraid she sees him. So he walks up, just slams on the counter, and walks away. Doesn't even turn around. We thought he was going to do a little...
Yeah.
But it was...
We kept waiting for the heel click or something.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Hey, no critique, dude. You killed it.
Yeah.
But we kept waiting for because you were playing it he was playing it so silly.
Yeah.
We were waiting for more silliness, I guess you could say. This is the opposite of the sadness, where like the gore, I was like, yeah, this is fun. Whereas sadness, I was like, no.
Well, I think we thought it was more fun because it was all practical. I don't think there was really any CGI blood in this.
No CGI blood at all. No CGI at all.
Yeah.
It was all practical effects, which was awesome.
And the animatronics on some of the stuff.
Like the when the black guy is getting his head hit with the meat cleaver.
Yeah, and the eye just goes.
And his jaw's still moving. That was pretty good. The mom, we thought her head got blown off, but no, just her face did. That was
I think it was a more head back.
Yeah, but it was a weird because like you saw her hair, unless I think
the head was tilted back and it was shot.
No, because she was looking dead at him and he had it like this.
Yeah, but she might have went. Oh.
Nah, you can't move faster than a bullet. All I'm saying is, I was like, whoa, what are the best head explosions ever? And then it turns out her head didn't explode, and I was like, ah. But rad scene.
Yeah,
rad scene.
because what was it? The son walks in, sees the mom at the table, head pretty much
blown off,
and Art just walks out with a little pan
yeah,
with like mashed potatoes,
like a
on
crock
it.
pot.
Yeah.
And he puts mash, and he's like,
does he have like an apron on?
yeah, he's
stuff?
playing like the doting housewife. He like pours her a glass of wine.
Then
and
he puts
stuff.
the mashed potatoes on the plate. Then he just goes, shoves it into the, like disfigured face.
Yeah. The kid screams. Kid
It was good.
He was such a pussy.
He's 12.
At 12 years old, don't you think fight or flight would kick in? He neither flew or fought. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you deserve to die at that point. If you seriously have no self-preservation, bye-bye. That's just me, though. I mean, I would have ran. I'm not saying I would have fought. I would have got the fuck. I would have ran right out the front door, down the street to the nearest person, and been like, crazy clowns try to kill me. I wouldn't have run up to my sister's room. You know? Like,
well, Art did start chasing him.
Exactly. But why would you go upstairs? I mean, it's a horror trope.
Well, the thing is, if you try to go to the door, you still have to open it. You might fumble.
He still had to open his sister's door.
Yeah. I don't know. Man, I'm just trying to be nice.
No, it's a horror trope.
Yeah.
You run to the area you can't escape. You know, I get it. See, this is why I don't like horror movies, because the tism kicks in.
Which I like. I think it's hilarious though, because in that scene he has a syringe to knock the kid out, and you're like, oh, they didn't show it. Oof. We're like, at this point, we're like, oh, they're not going to show a 12-year-old get killed. All right.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
and there's a whole fucking scene at the end where
he's like,
the kid's getting hit with a
like,
cat and nine tails with like scissors and stuff on
just
him.
Blades on. Like cat of nine tails is like a stick with 9 pieces of rope. They used to whip the Egyptian slaves to build the pyramids with it.
So he's whipping him with that. Then stuff happens. The kid's knocked out, so he's like slapping the kid in the face, trying to wake him up and everything.
And then the kid wakes up and he's eating his fucking hand.
Yeah.
And you know me.
What do you think about Art being a cannibal?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been funnier if, because the kid was faking sleep, because he's
I don't think it was faking. I think it was just knocked the fuck out.
But because he's called the Terrifier and he lives off fear, because the kid's asleep, he's like, well, whatever, you know, like just what? Because like, what are you supposed to do? You're not scared anymore. His whole thing is to scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, I think at that point he was just trying anything to wake the kid up because he knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah,
but I in my opinion that could have been a little more creative other than just I don't know.
It was lame because it came out of like it's like oh
I don't remember him doing any of that in the first movie.
Like eating people. I remember he cut the chick's tits off and wore them. We never saw the tit touching scene that everyone unfortunately was mad about.
Yeah.
We might have missed it. I mean, you're retarded, and every so often I'd have to look away because I do not like hand violence.
I don't know.
What about when they do the Vulcan and he rips the guy? Yeah. That was pretty rad. I liked that. No,
the gore in this, people are such bitches.
The bottle to the side of for real.
Passing out and throwing up in this movie, but we would just watch the sadness.
Yeah, after watching the sadness, I don't think I almost puked during the sadness. Yeah, that's how intense that was.
Is like, and
we're not shitting on your movie by saying this, by the way. Your movie was awesome.
It was gory as shit.
But it's
played off differently. It's played off like
fun.
I probably would have got more sick during the first movie than this one. You don't think so?
Nah, because
I think the most gory stuff in the movie was the beginning with the brain and stuff.
No, I think the eye slash.
That's fine.
But then, like, making her look in the mirror as he's scalping her, and then
that's true.
Yeah, and then he goes to, like, almost do a Roman blood eagle, which is, do you know what a Roman blood eagle is?
Just rip the.
No. You cut the skin off their back.
Oh, make wings.
You shatter their ribs, and then you pull their lungs out like wings, and you hang them from across. Like
I think they did that in Hannibal, the TV show.
Yeah, it was called the Roman blood eagle, and it's like, oh, you're a traitor to the Roman Empire. Well, here's what happens. Back when we used to kill traitors instead of electing them. Anyway. Okay, so we've talked a lot about what we like.
Oh, let's talk about the girl who got the limbs chopped off and stuff.
Oh yeah, the girl that totally didn't deserve it.
She wouldn't give him candy, dude.
He's an adult. Trick-or-treating. You don't give adults candy. Although he did have a rad costume. It's better than just some fucking loser showing up with a mask. I would have given him candy.
I would have given him candy back. Whatever.
I would have been like, dude, sick costume.
Dude. No, but she's with him. She's with the main girl at the costume store. She sees the
bag
store.
Full of weapons and doesn't call the cops.
Yeah.
So, all right, maybe she did deserve it.
Yeah, but she sees him at the costume store. Then he shows up at her door with the bag, trying to trick or treat. She's like, "How'd you get here? How you're the guy from the thing, right?" And she's like,
yeah.
so he tries to get candy because all he does is keep shaking the bag in front of her, and she does the "no candy for adults," shuts the door.
Which is fair, but
So he does the doorbell,
ding dong, go away,
gentle knock,
go away.
and at that point I'd be like, I am not opening
Calling
this
the
door.
cops, locking the door, calling the cops.
So she opens the door, starts yelling at him and everything. She's like, "If I give you candy, will you go away?" He's like,
Yeah, of course. Which I thought she was gonna live after that scene.
"Yeah." But he opens the bag a little wider and she sees all the fucking sharp, rusty knives,
Cleavers,
saws, cleavers.
scissors, forks. I
Yeah.
like that. I just think it's funny that he had forks. Because if you think about it, a fork would fuck someone up. It'd be like 4 small puncture wounds. That would fuck someone.
What do you think of the scene when he's like building his weapons and stuff? It was a little throwback to the first movie, but I kind of wish they didn't do it.
It bothered me because
The little girl was there.
yeah, the little girl was there, but this again, the tism kicks in. When he's hammering the knife blade into the piece of, he would just bend the blade
Bend
and
the
dull
blade,
it.
yeah.
And my brain's going like, no, you're supposed to go through, not in. You know, you're supposed to punch the nail through, not
Yeah.
nail the nail in. You know what I mean? I don't know. My brain, I was just like, no.
Like, I think he was trying to go for a fun suit him
It
up
looked
scene,
cool. It looked cool.
but the little girl ruined it.
Little girl in this movie, why was she there? Do you think?
I'm hoping they don't go for a prequel to that scene with the little girl.
Because the little girl's Art's first victim. It's revealed.
Supposedly, yeah.
No, it's revealed. She died at the carnival. I'm assuming Art was a clown at the carnival, and whether he meant to or not, killed her, and now he's some sort of terror.
I really hope they don't do a prequel.
Yeah, they set this up.
You do not need a prequel.
The ending with Vicky and Art, I don't want another one now. You fucking ruined it for me. I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about things we didn't like.
Are they gonna do like Deadpool where he just grows his body back or something?
It's like,
or they just find the body
because the last one he got shot through the eye and back out of the head, and then he wakes up. Like that
was awesome.
Yeah, but now Vicky gave birth to his head. Oh,
I mean, it was a cool scene seeing his head.
Yeah,
there,
it was
like,
cool.
laughing.
It was cool. It looked really cool.
But logically speaking, if you're
not
making
even
a
logically,
film,
but just like story wise.
Yeah.
Like, where do you go from there, dude?
Deadpool just.
Or is Vicky gonna be the main villain now?
I hope not.
Because that's the thing you do
No,
now.
Art is way too popular.
So cool. The guy
Yeah.
like I said, next to Anthony Serkis. Anthony Serkis killed it as Smeagol. This guy killed
Imagine
it as
him in a mocap.
That's what I'm
and all
saying. God, they should make a video game. Art should be the next character added to Dead by Daylight.
That'd be
Straight up.
fucking horrifying. That'd be awesome.
Because they got everyone else.
Yeah.
He's an icon at this point. Add him to Dead by Daylight. I'm petitioning you, devs of Dead by Daylight, to add Art, please.
Give him the money.
Yeah, he deserves money. He was
Yeah.
the best part of both movies. The only reason I fought you tooth and nail not to watch this because I knew it would be like this. But in the back of my head, I was like, well, at least Art will be there.
You enjoyed, I think, 90% of the movie. I'll give you 90.
I'll go less and say it's like maybe 50.
No.
Yeah, because
until
I love
25 minutes left.
I loved every scene with Art, but I did not give a shit about the chick at the party. I did not give a shit about the little boy with the dead possum. I did not give a shit about the little boy. And remember, oh, that's smart. Go towards the van. You know, like I didn't fucking care about these people. And then when the little ghost girl is mimicking his voice, I was like, that's fucking stupid. Guy getting his penis stabbed though was pretty funny.
Yeah. Like all the death scenes were good.
Yeah, all the kills were great.
But
I was really scared going into this because the way everyone talked about it, I was like, oh god, this is going to be another.
Well, the problem with this is like nothing against the director, but there's a problem when the director writes and directs a movie because you don't have that person to be like, hey.
But in the same or opposite side of the coin, Zach Kreger wrote and directed Barbarians. And that was a pretty good fucking horror movie.
Say Zack Snyder, dude.
No, Zach Kreger from Whitest Kids You Know, my best friends.
I feel like that type of movie had a little more.
Well, he had wrote it like 20 years ago, and he had been.
No, but I feel like there were people being like helping him, being like, "Yeah, I don't think you should."
I actually heard a theory because Disney helped produce Barbarians, and Trevor Moore was working for Disney. that Zach Kreger sacrificed Trevor Moore to get Barbarians made.
That's so stupid.
But it's Hollywood and Weinstein and Epstein and all that other stuff.
No.
I don't think Zach would sell his friend out like that. No fucking way. Not after Kitty History. No fucking way.
Well, back to this movie.
But I'm going to compare this movie to Barbarian because they're both indie films. Barbarians had way more money.
That was a wide release, way bigger budget.
Way bigger budget. But it was still indie because it's a second-time director, right, with his own movie.
You can't even say that. Some first-time directors get big Marvel movies. You're going to call that an indie movie?
No, because it's a Marvel movie. That's different, though. You know what I mean? And also, like, oh, gee, I wonder why all Marvel...
And didn't Universal put out Barbarian?
WB.
Is it WB? Oh, yeah, it was on HBO Max, right? Yeah.
But it was indie. All the production companies, you know, it was independent. It was Fox Searchlight, like this one, right? Was this Searchlight?
Not Fox Searchlight.
I thought
this was a bunch of little companies making the movie.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I thought I saw the Searchlight logo.
Nah.
Oh, that's when I was doing the fake joke where I was at the beginning of the movie when you went upstairs. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at the screen.
No, but like, I love that. If you haven't seen Barbarian, go watch it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean,
I
everyone said you won't see the twist coming, and I fucking saw the twist coming. But I'm also tismed, so I'm touched, if you will.
I hate you.
I just see, like, I predict. The way I do it is I go, that's how I'd end it.
It was a great twist, though.
It was a good twist, yeah. But, what a twist, This one's twist sucked. This movie's twist fucking sucked.
Less is more, man.
I know. That was my major critique of the last film. And this movie...
And it was the total opposite of the less is more critique, too.
Yeah.
Because they did the less is more in
this time. And
they didn't, like...
Awesome.
Like the gore, they pulled away at good points. They let you see.
When the mom walks in and sees her daughter being mutilated by art and the daughter's still conscious, I was like, you did it!
Yeah.
You did it! But then...
It was more story.
The clown, like...
That scene went on too long, I will say. They should have cut it at least 3 minutes.
They played the song 3 times in its entirety.
Yeah, they probably put a lot of money into that.
No, that's their Cheddar Goblin. They're hoping that'll catch on like Cheddar Goblin.
Nobody's talked about it.
I know.
But I didn't mind the scene up until like
I loved the Tommy gun part.
Yeah.
I was fucking cheery. I was like, holy shit, blanks and squibs, finally! Finally, we're back.
Yeah, you could have cut it like 2-3 minutes.
It reminded me of the RoboCop. What's Ed 209? And the guy's like, it reminded me of that. I was like, fuck yeah, I love this. Yes. But yeah, I don't know, man. I fucking loved Art. He was awesome.
Yeah. It really bugs me at the end of the movie. Like at one point, me and you looked at each other like, it's ending.
Done.
Oh, what?
How many times did I go and credits?
No, but the first time we thought it was gonna end, we were like, what?
Oh yeah, didn't I say what the fuck's happening?
Like,
yeah.
All right.
The whole Chris Jericho thing at the end, like it was like.
I mean, if you're gonna put Chris Jericho in a movie, cool.
But
have him do something.
But a mid-credit scene should be 45 seconds long, not 15 minutes, not 5 minutes. Like.
Yeah.
And again, never made anything ever in my life, so I'm sitting here critiquing as just a consumer.
And I'm critiquing it as a super fan of this movie. I love this movie.
Yeah, I do like this one. I liked it. I had fun. How many times was like, yeah? Whereas with the sadness, I was
like, me and you were both having a horrible day.
Yeah, I've had one of the worst days of my life.
Then we watched this and we got big smiles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still smiling because I'm thinking about some of the kills. I'm thinking about some of the thrills. But it's just
the comedy was up in this movie.
Oh yeah, Art was fucking killing it with the comedy.
He was
just the whole costume shop scene. Just this made me and you laugh out loud.
Even like the scene when he's like bringing the mashed potatoes, or just when he's on the bed with the girl with no arms and stuff, just like teasing her.
Yeah, just like like see what I did.
I wonder how many takes it took him to get all this.
Yeah, there were a couple awkward cuts.
Oh, I don't get, like, I think it was supposed to be like a shock, like bam, bam.
But it also might be like, fuck, we're running out of film, because they don't film movies sequentially. They film it
No, but it was scenes like it would be a straight scene where they just like cut a second out, so
Yeah.
it would have like that chop.
See,
Where I didn't like it.
I just hope he
If
was.
always put like a flash.
I
don't
hope
know.
he wasn't trying to do the look, we made a bad horror movie thing that like
No, because you could definitely tell the way it was shot and the film grade, like the grain they put over it. It was meant to be like an older horror movie, which is fine. Just don't superficial put the cuts and all like the weird
the
stuff.
fake
that they
cuts.
used to
Because
do.
back in the day they did those cuts by accident.
Yeah,
You know?
because it was all on film, and you're like, "Fuck, well, we got to do it now."
We were out of film. You
Yeah.
know? This was filmed on an iPhone, so like yes, it was. It has to have been.
No,
Come on, it had that it was purely digital. You know what I mean?
yeah, but not an iPhone.
Are you kidding me? I've seen commercials where people make movies on iPhones. What are you talking about?
This
dude?
isn't insane.
Was that filmed on an iPhone? I
Yeah.
never saw it.
I don't wanna. But yeah, I recommend this movie.
I do too.
The practical effects are probably some of the best practical effects. I'm gonna say it. Besides for the thing is always up there.
Yeah, thing is legendary.
But I honestly think this is some of the best practical effects I've seen in a long time.
Yes, I'll agree with that. In a long time,
Not
this is-
forever,
yeah, not of
but-
all time, but this is definitely
in
some
a
of the
long
best.
time.
Because what I've been saying in every review we've watched in a horror movie, fucking sick of digital shit.
Yeah, because it just doesn't look good. And
'Cause,
they had
like-
squibs in this.
Oh, squibs.
They had blood packs going. Pfft.
They had like skin like ripping, like it ripped right. Remember when they were playing with the organs
Yeah.
and they were all gooey? Like
And even like he was cutting it and he didn't get the blade across,
you
so
can
it had
see it.
like a little.
you can see that wound opening
Yeah.
and breathing, if you will.
It was good.
Yeah, I mean the main girl was forgettable. Less hot Anya Taylor-Joy.
I thought she was fine.
I don't even remember. What was her name?
Hannah, I don't know.
Yeah, we remember Art's name. What was the little boy's name?
Steve.
Hannah and Steve. So I was upset when Hot Mom died.
Yeah, you knew it.
I knew it, but
He put her out of her misery. She wanted death.
yeah, fuck her kids, dude. They sucked.
Yeah.
One was a cosplay loser, and the other was a fucking. Seriously, anyone who's like, I do cosplay, it's fuck. But
Yeah,
I
but even this movie, that girl built that stuff. She put it all together. She didn't go to the store buy like little pieces.
yeah, but all she. No, she had like polyurethane. It's bad, and she was just doing it to dress like a slut. She wasn't doing it,
It's the way the father drew it.
which is creepy as fuck.